Hello families, and thank you for taking the time to watch a short video on how to access some learning resources for your student over this long break. So these are just going to be some general suggestions and ways that your student can go online to find some things to keep them engaged in some learning, again, over this long break. So I'm going to go over several different options, I believe 4, and try to make this video quick. So the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that your student is signed in. If they're using Chrome, they'll be signed into Chrome, and we'll see that icon up here. But here, I'm just at least signed into the web environment with the APS account. So one of the first places that your student's going to want to look is in iReady. If they are in a class that is utilizing iReady for instruction, they will have iReady lessons ready and waiting for them by logging into iReady. Simply searching for iReady and clicking on that login.i-ready.com link will take them here to make sure that this is switched to Mexico. They've done this several times throughout the year and probably quite often throughout the week, so they know what their username and what their password is to iReady. Don't feel free to send your teacher an email. They may be able to respond to you over this break, or they may not, but it is highly likely that your student knows their username and password because they use this system quite a bit throughout the year. So this will be the first place to check. After you log into iReady, you will see 2 possible categories, either math or reading, and go ahead and give both of those a shot, open them up, and if there are lessons waiting and ready for your student, this will probably be the first place that you'll want to go to engage in some learning activities. The second place is going to be BrainPop. I already have it open here, but let's see how we got there. So again, from this main Google page, what your student will want to do is go ahead and click the Apps Tray icon and scroll all the way down and click on BrainPop. This is the best way to get in because it'll make sure that they're logged in with the same account each time. So we're going to go ahead and select, of course, I am a student, and no, make a new account if they haven't already made an account. If their teacher already has given them a code and it's set up, they won't see this screen. But if you do receive a code over the next 3 weeks, you'll want to enter that here. Right now, I'm just going to click, I don't have a code. So with so many different learning opportunities, where should your student start? They should start in the place that they have the most interest, to be honest, because this is going to be self-paced and they're going to want to have some interest in what they're learning to make sure to stay that and keep that self-motivation high enough to continue with the lesson and complete all the activities. So for me, that subject would be math. And after clicking this, I've got a lot of options here. In the math world at mid-school level, numbers and operations, ratios and proportions and percents, and algebra are a huge part of the focus. While we do use do a lot of geometry, probability, and data analysis, the large focus is here. So if we're just looking for a random recommendation, I would choose operations and numbers. Here we've got converting fractions to decimals, lots of different options to choose from, understanding square roots, understanding multiplication, mixed numbers. I'm going to go ahead and choose square roots to show you the options here. Within BrainPop, you have a movie. You have a lot of options, but I recommend 4. There's a movie, there is a quiz that will show you the correct answers if you answer a question incorrectly. That way you have something to study. Related reading, where they connect a lot of other information to the topic, maybe reading about the particular topic in a historical context or in context of application, but they're going to want, this section, engages your student in more of a reading activity about the subject rather than quizzing or watching activity. And then finally, here's an opportunity for your student to record their learning in editing some vocabulary cards. Here's key vocabulary for the particular lesson. Students can open it up, define, and then use the word in a sentence to show that they have engaged in some learning for that particular unit. So this is BrainPop. In BrainPop, you can there's so much to choose from. Really, there's English, social studies, arts and music, health, that might be really appropriate for this particular time in society. There's also science, lots of different opportunities for your student to learn. And then even the BrainPop topic of the day, something that they might find interesting, there's a lesson on the Salem witch trials. So lots of opportunities to learn here. Next, what you'll want to do is, and if you're looking for specific topics that your student may be studying at school and you want to connect it directly to the learning that's happening in the classroom, come over here to James Monroe and have a conversation with your student about the different math topics that they're covering in the different grade levels. They may or may not be using these textbooks, but even if they're not, you can open it up, explore the different textbooks, and look for a topic that your student says, oh yes, that's what we've been studying in class. And then you can find some brain pop activities or even actually activities here in CMP that your student can engage with to, again, continue that learning. Speaking of the James Monroe website, here you can also access Accelerated Reader, which is a program that helps your student with selecting and being quizzed on books from our library that they choose that match their reading level. Accelerated Reader is a program that James Monroe has adopted to help guide students with reading selection and help reward them with recognition when they complete quizzes throughout the school year. Some students are using ST Math in their classroom, and this would be the way they would log into that program. But here are all these links that your students can use to access some learning material. So Accelerated Reader is here if your student has already selected a book from the library that matches their reading level. So another place that you can go to, again, continue learning over this break is Khan Academy. Now what Khan Academy has done, first you're going to want to log in. So students will log in. Because we're signed in with Google, we will click the continue with Google. It will recognize our login and bring us here. Now here, they've helped you out quite a bit. Is your school closed or preparing plans for closure because of the COVID-19? Get help, click here. So as a parent, you can click here and read this quick guide, Parent Quick Start Guide, frequently asked questions. After you read that, you'll understand how you can engage with some of the activities, and some of the activities are actually quite fantastic. So student can log in, choose some courses. Here you can choose by, already chosen, unfortunately, in a different video, grade level. You can search for different activities, start, and it will take you through a series of video lessons and activities to, again, engage your student in learning. So again, I hope you found this video useful, and thank you for watching.